Hello and welcome to another pit stop video. This one is for Feuville from Udo Peise, playing 2 to 4 players and coming from HUCH games. In Feuville, the king has decided to spruce up the town and he has called on his subjects to give the town a shine, but beware of Dragomir the dragon. If he wakes, he'll attack the town and he'll try and burn it all down. In Feuville, there are elements of action selection, tile placement and set collection as you try to build up your own landscape. On a turn, you're quite simply going to roll 2 dice and you're going to place them on the areas for those dice. You may now either select one of the tiles in the columns, there's 4 areas for tiles, or use the power of the person who you've landed on. Now, when selecting a tile, you can take one of your townscape tiles, sky, buildings or walls, and place them either onto your holding area or into the town itself. There's only space for 2 tiles in your holding area. So, let's say that the red player has rolled a 2 and a 4. Now, they might take this one because it very much fits into their set collection for stars, and place it into their area, and they might take this one because they want to move into the griffin market. Now, the top tiles here are royal decrees and they're going to allow you to score in some way, shape or form. Here we have 3 points for soldiers, red flags or stars. If the yellow player took it, it would get them 12 points because they have 4 red flags in their townscape. These ones here are mini town evaluations. This one is going to score you 5 points for having a complete column, which you must denote that you've scored it by placing the grass tile underneath. And the other one down towards the end there is going to score you 10 points for having 2 beside each other. Now, I did say that Dragomir can attack. If you should ever roll a double, Dragomir is going to attack the town and try to burn it down. And the way you fend off Dragomir is by having clouds above your town. So yellow here has 5 rain clouds and only 4 columns. That means they are safe. But the red player here has 2 clouds and 3 columns, which means that the unprotected columns are going to start burning down, which means that they do not score points when you do your set collection point scoring. Now, I did mention that these members of the town are going to give you some special abilities. This chap here is the travelling entertainer. Now, you're going to roll 1 die and you're going to keep rolling and hopefully finish under 10. So I've just rolled 9 there, which means I'm going to get 9 points and everybody else is going to get 1 point. If I stopped on 5, then it would be 5 for me and 5 for everyone else. Should I go over, I get nothing and they will still get the difference back down to 10. This fella here is the thief. He is going to allow you to steal one of the tokens placed in the holding area of other players. The publican is going to allow you to choose a tile, then everybody else can choose 1 tile, but they must place it onto their townscape, and then you get to choose a 2nd tile. This lady here is the town architect. She's going to replenish all of the tiles on the board, and then you get to choose 1. The town mayor is also chipping in, but he allows you to take a royal decree from anywhere, not just on the column that you landed. And the magician is going to help you to repair those areas in which Dragomir has burned down. He's also going to allow you to take some fairy magic. Now, fairy magic allows you to score points, defend against Dragomir the dragon, defend against the thief, and other such things. Now, there are other places on the board in which you can place. You can use a die to place here and take a face-up fairy magic. You can use a die to place over there, and that's going to allow you to take one of these large town evaluations, which means that you can score as long as you have some towers at either side of your scoring area. And right at the far side, we have the grumpy old gnome, and you're going to place 2 dice there, and he can take the place of any one of these characters. So he's just a wild card if you don't land on the one you want. The game ends when you cannot replace the the decrees when it would come to do so. And there is a bonus for the person who has used the fewest decrees during the game, and then the highest score wins. That was another Bit Stop video. Please go to our YouTube channel for more of these. And if you want more in-depth gaming coverage, please have a look at our podcast, the Game Pit Podcast. Thank you for watching.